This episode is brought to you by AFS, Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business. Hey everybody, Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway is back. And we are talking Baja today. Kyle Rehm, Tony Kaiser in, of course, the Greater Grand Forks Fair going on, and we've got Baja racing on Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to tell you all about it. Our show today brought to you by JD Construction. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220. All righty, we're back on a Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway along with Dale, the producer, Stephen Lewis, and myself, John Roberts. Kyle Rehm and Tony Kaiser in the studio today. If you have any questions or comments, 701-213-0863 is the number, 701-213-0863. Corey Litton, woohoo! First one to text in. How about that? All right, before we get going too much further, let's do it. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. I'm going to admit it, I've had some good ones lately, so I'm going to see how this one works. But here we go, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. I think my wife has started to show the first signs of dementia. I'm pretty sure of it. She said she can't remember what the hell she ever saw in me. She might even like that one if she's watching the show. How you doing, man?
Yeah, doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Carolina won the Stanley Cup. I'm going to give that a round of applause.
Thank goodness.
And the thing is they really, that defense was so swarming on that last game. Vegas couldn't do anything. Nothing. As soon as they got the puck, it was boom. Yeah. So congratulations, Carolina Hurricanes, our Stanley Cup champions. Let's see here. We're going to send it over to Dale. Oops, Dale, the producer. Forks Karting News. What's going on in Forks Karting News besides rain, and more rain?
Yeah, this has been a season unlike one in quite some time because I believe, next week is the mid-season track championships. And for our first 6 weeks of the season, we only got one weekend because Mother Nature's trying to make a true run to be the track champion. She's had our number.
Not even a points race.
Yeah. It's not even a points race. Yeah, Mother Nature got the best of us 5 of our first 6 weeks.
Wow. So it won't be a lot of math involved anyway.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think technically it went down in the points books for 2 weeks because I think we got like 3 minutes of hot laps in, so they just kind of gave everyone equal points for that night technically, but we pretty much only got 1 week of racing in. But we'll be back next week, Wednesday, special mid-season track championship, Forks Karting Speedway, located adjacent from River City Speedway on the Greater Grand Forks County Fairgrounds. Great way to kickstart the race week every Wednesday night for the rest of the summer, 7 p.m.
All right, I do want to pick your brain quick, Dale, before you put the microphone away. Formula One, you're a Formula One freak. Michael Schumacher winning his first race with the new ride.
Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton winning is Michael Schumacher.
Yep.
Jeez, he's been gone for years. Lewis Hamilton finally got back in victory lane.
Yeah, his first Grand Prix win with Ferrari. It was a very, very, historic race and a long time coming. His first year with Ferrari was just a lot of hard luck, a lot of frustration for him. It was great to see a return to form. He's looking strong. Had a couple podiums this season. And, and he just had the pace and just a strong performance. I think the race even ended with a virtual safety car, but people thought he was going to pull off the win anyways. And, it's interesting to bring up Michael Schumacher because it was like the 30th anniversary of Schumacher getting his first Ferrari wins.
Yeah, I remember, I watched a little bit of it. I remember them saying that. I don't know, that's 80s flashback or something. But
yeah, always fun times with Formula One. And we were watching before the race, too, with some other circuits. I mean, NASCAR, they got an interesting race on a naval base.
Where is that? Where? San Diego? Okay, all right. Thank you, Dale. Good morning, guys. Scott Iverson. All right, let's do the track schedules. Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. You can watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway. Just like Dale mentioned, at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. Find out more by going to forkskartingassociation.com. Of course, tonight, monthly classes, the NLRA late models are at Norman County Raceway tonight. I did it. Oops. Now try it.
There you got it.
Okay, so they're going to be there. No stock cars there tonight. Tomorrow night, River City Speedway, it is an all sprint car special. NOSA sprint cars, the 305 sprints, the Lightning sprints, the wingless sprints are all going to be there. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Fix It Forward Speedway tomorrow night. Fargo, weekly racing with no sprint cars. Of course, I-Bank's going on. What do we got here? June 20th. Devil's Lake, Western Renegades, the non-wing sprints, Western Wissota Midwest Mods, Street Stocks, and the DLS Pure Stocks will all be at Devil's Lake Speedway. We got something going on here at Greenbush Race Park, Pures, the Streets, the four-cylinder, the Midwest Mods, the Mods, and the Lightning Sprints will all be there. And then we'll wrap up the weekend, Buffalo River Speedway, Father's Day. Oh, that's coming up this weekend. The NX Legends, Legendary Tour, the Hobby Stocks, the Legends, Short Trackers, Race Saver Sprints, and the Sport Mods. And there you go. That is your Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Again, find more about Forks Karting by going to forkskartingassociation.com. All right, a couple of things I wanted to clear in the air here first before we get going. I went down to the pits, actually, for the first time in a long time after the races last week. And I had some people giving me a hard time because they thought I was a little harsh on the mic Friday night. And I kind of was.
Chippy.
I mean, a little bit. Did you hear any of it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, people. Oh, by the way, it's Tommy's birthday today. Tommy Hoffland. Let's do this for him quick. Tommy, happy birthday.
It's my birthday.
All right, happy birthday, Tommy. Okay, here's what happened now. First off, the Sheriff's Department, Grand Forks County Sheriffs, they're awesome. They kept coming up with cars. They were triple parked, like 30 wide. And so he keeps coming up, and he's even bringing me names of who owns these cars because they can look this stuff up. And I'm trying to call races. I got people all over me, and then I got these people that are this close to getting their cars towed away. And so I made the comment, like, you know what? If you see a car parked and another car parked, you don't park behind the back of the other cars. That's 3D. People, it's common sense. Knock on your head. I mean, duh. And then there were the standing on the rail down, getting ready. They're still racing, and we're like, kids, you got to get away from the rail. You can't be standing there. And I got this girl looking at me like, screw you. And I'm like, she can see me. And I'm like, you get off the rail. And there, I won't do it again.
You had people quadruple parked. You had people smoking in the grandstand. You had people on the rails. I'm standing there in the infield. I'm like, oh, John's laying down the lawn.
And that's just it, because every time this happens, it's another delay in the show. And another thing is, too, now is running across the track to rideoutcar.com victory lane. I don't think they're going to allow that anymore. I haven't really heard, because I'm never the first guy to find out, but I heard that they weren't going to let that happen anymore, and it still did. And that drew some problems with some people that couldn't. And anyway, so there you go. If I offended you on Friday night, too bad.
Well, I don't think we'll see that problem necessarily tomorrow night.
No. I hope
with
not.
the different classes.
Right.
Hopefully we can figure out a middle ground there for that.
Okay, and before we get into the show here with Kyle and Tony, I know you probably saw it last night. The High Bank Nationals going on down at Houston. It's a big 3-day show. Mark Dobmeyer crashed got into it with, I call him Haudenschild, I know, or Haudenchild, I like to call him, because of the wild child. But he got into it with Haudenschild, and Dobby got the worst part of that. I thought it looked like Dobby went down a hair and Haudenschild went up a hair. But anyway, Buddy Kofoid won the night. Your thoughts?
Yeah, the bank of Buddy down there.
No, for sure it is.
4 in a row ties Mark Kinzer for most wins in a row at that track, and 7 wins there, I believe, is the most for an outlaw, tying Steve Kinzer. So
wow,
setting himself up for $100,000 tonight and possibly 300 on Saturday. And
yeah, it's a big payday.
so and then Mark and Sheldon there. It's classic points racing for passing points, and every lap matters in those type of races. So unfortunate to see, but so night 1 of 4 in there, and it'll be interesting to see how it all lays out.
And Scotty Iverson had to make sure to add, and John didn't get a pizza. What a night. I almost always get to bring home a Marco's pizza at the end of the night. And I thought it was a great crowd. For the weather being as iffy as it was, I thought the crowd was tremendous.
It looked scary at the pit meeting.
It did.
But it filled in real nice.
Nice enough where I didn't get a pizza.
I always call it a late arriving crowd.
Yep, it was.
It really is.
It was.
And I still think there's a little bit of that. 7:30 still. It takes a while for a time change to really come into effect and really get its way into people's minds to where it's it's a half hour earlier now. But it filled in pretty nice considering being it's been back and forth. It's either been hot, windy, or cold, windy.
Yeah.
Pick your wind.
Well, it's like Wednesdays. I mean, we fish on Wednesdays. We've been rained on 3 Wednesdays in a row. You should know with the Forks Karting Association. So they switch it over to Tuesday for the fair this week, and then bang, it rains on Tuesday. You just can't win. You can't buy a win this year. But anyway, all right. Greater Grand Forks Fair going on. It started yesterday here in Grand Forks. Of course, that means we have got Baja racing coming up. In fact, 2 days worth, Saturday and Sunday. Couple of dudes that know all about it. First off, to my left is Tony Kaiser. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing wonderfully groovy. I want to know about you. Tell me about yourself. I don't want to know anything about Baja racing. I want to know about Tony Kaiser.
I'm 32 years old. I got a wife, 5 kids.
5 kids?
Yep. I got 2 biological and 3 step kids.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Other than that, I work at Central Boiler, Altos and Greenbush.
Okay.
Enjoy my job.
Nice. How long you been doing the Baja thing?
This is my 2nd season.
Oh, okay. The guy across from me's been in here before, Kyle Rehm. How you doing, man?
Not bad. How you been?
I'm doing good. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I got 2 kids. I've been doing it for putting on the show here in Grand Forks for 3 years now.
So you not only race, but you are pretty much the promoter.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get involved with doing this kind of stuff?
Well, Bill Kasager, he always said they were looking for something different.
Bill's a great guy, yeah.
At the fair. So I brought up to him, well, why don't we try bush racing? And he brought it to the fair board, and I came down, we talked about it, and I guess the rest is history.
So do we call this bush or Baja this weekend?
It'd be...
Because I guess I still don't know the damn difference.
Well, one you can run and roll cages, and the other one...
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one you don't.
Okay.
So, you could call it either one. So
okay.
Usually it's just Baja.
Okay. So now, I've noticed when I'm looking at your schedule, you guys do a lot of 2-day shows now, which makes a lot of sense, actually, as far as money and all of that kind of stuff, as far as spending money. But you got 2 days this year at the Greater Grand Forks Fair. Last year, we called your races here. I had a freaking blast. I can't wait for 2 days worth. But is it kind of fun to be able to come? I mean, you're from Middle River, Thief River, whatever. You work in small town race. When you look at the schedules here, majority of these races are in smaller towns. Baudette, Greenbush, Fertile, Little Fork, Roseau, St. Hilaire. You come to Grand Forks. You get to spend the night here. You'll be here for 2 full days. It's got to make it a lot more fun, isn't it? And do you bring the whole family and enjoy the fair and all that stuff too?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us guys, we bring our families with. We try to make it more family orientated for the drivers and everybody. So, I mean, we like having our families around.
Sure. You bringing the whole family?
Unfortunately, I got my wife and my youngest this weekend. So.
Okay. So, will you spend the weekend here, or will you drive back home?
We're planning on camping.
Okay. Yep. So you do bring a camper and camp right in the pits? Is that what you guys do?
Yeah, you can camp right in the pits there.
Okay. That's all right. That's kind of neat when you can do that. It reminds me of like going back to the sites and stuff like that. You get to see the same people all the time.
What are we expecting for car counts this weekend?
Well, yeah, that's could be 60, 70 cars.
Wow. Really?
Between all the classes. So
how many classes are there?
So we got the youth class this year. Then we got the 4 cylinders, 6 and 8 cylinder, rear wheel drive, and then outlaws.
Wow.
Did you run a youth class? Did you run a youth class last year?
Yep.
Yeah, we threw it in last minute. Was it Oakley? What canceled last year? I can't remember.
I remember there was something about that, and you guys at the last minute.
A few of the guys are like, "Hey, can we get it in there?" So I brought it to the fair board, and they said, "Yeah, sure."
Oh heck yeah! Because how often does a show like this usually last? Because they get done usually fairly quick.
Usually they go pretty fast. I mean, last year kind of dragged on. I mean, we had some guys but weren't listening, so
yeah.
You know, it should go a little bit better this year.
Transponders. Anyway.
Yeah, this would be the other track we'd use it as.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I get it. When you're trying to get them lined up for a restart.
Yeah.
And I remember that sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And the thing is you're always going to have somebody that's like, well, I really don't think I caused that.
Yeah.
Well, come on, dude. It don't matter what you think. It matters what the flag guy thinks. Bro, which headset are you using?
Ignore that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that wasn't one of our guys's. Now, if I'd never met you before in my life, and I said, "What do you do for fun?" and you said, "Well, I drive, I do Baja races and things like that," and I said, "What is that?" What would you say? What is a Baja race? What are the cars? What are they like? What do you do to them?
Pretty much taking a junker vehicle, stripping it down, putting bumpers on them, some chicken wire, leaving the windshield, your choice, and racing them.
Mm-hmm. Do you have special? Do you got to wear a 5-point harness, or are you just regular seat belts, or what?
That's to the driver's discretion. A lot of the guys run 5-point harnesses.
Sure.
My first season, half my races I ran a seat belt. I switched over to a 5-point harness when I did my first enduro, and I won't go back to a seatbelt now.
Yeah, it's a little different when you're doing an enduro, but did you have to learn the hard way? Because I had a dream. We used to run an enduro series at Buffalo River, and I had a car, and I went and I ran all the races of the series. And I had a dream the night before my last race there that something bad had happened. So I'd actually added another roll bar, another bar behind my seat. And I mean, I had a homemade, basically 5-point harness, but I added more to it. And I got smoked that next day. And I don't know if that was an omen or what, but from then on, I mean, it'd be a 5-point. And I put my seatbelt on to idle my car. I mean, it's just a habit. It's just habit. That's what we do. How did you get your start doing the Baja thing?
I got some friends that raced Baja, and my wife and I, we enjoyed going and watching all the Bajas and talking to all the guys and everything like that. And I got a buddy who was constantly on me. When are you going to get a car? When are you going to get a car? And I'm like, when I find one.
Yeah. What class do you race?
4-sail.
Okay. And how did you get your start, Kyle?
Started with my dad racing regular streets and everything. And then Foston, Mentor Fire Department called me. Had a family member who was chief, and he needed some help at a track for Baja bush race, and so I got down there and I seen it, and I was like, "Hey, that looks like fun."
Wow, yeah, no kidding. Now I forgot what I was going to ask him next.
That's 80s.
I know. 80s flashback.
Well, I was being pretty tough on you again about not calling it Norman County West again. I'll blame myself for putting too much pressure on you, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. Is it getting harder? Now I remember. Is it getting harder? Because I remember back in the day, before the Baja thing, when demos were still huge. I mean, Pennington County Fair, I've said this before, back in the day when I was running demos there, if you won the demolition derby at the Pennington County Fair in Thief River, it was like winning the Indianapolis frickin' 500. I mean, it really was. There'd be 98 cars there, 100 cars, whatever. But then when the price of steel went up, you could no longer find these barn finds, these cars laying in the woods, out in the pastures, things like that. Is it getting harder and harder to find cars like that, or do you actually have to spend more money because these cars are still perfectly drivable on the streets?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, for my truck, I paid, you know, a decent change for getting it all ready and everything. But I mean, you can find $300 cars still out there with run and drive.
You can.
Fine.
Okay. Tina Langevin Spearing. Woohoo! Wow. I don't know if she's ever texted in here before. I believe I went to school with her hubby. How about that, from St. Hilaire, if that's the right ones. What about you? When you first went and looked for a car, did you have one already, or did you have to go do some searching?
I was doing some searching. I got lucky on my car. I found a kid that was selling a car for $400, and I out of the blue I messaged him. I was like, "What's your bottom dollar?" He hit me back with $150.
Wow!
He said all it needed was a fuel rail and a battery, and I was like, "All right."
You know, that's funny. And Kyle, maybe you've heard this story before, but my first demo car, I tried to buy it from an old roommate of mine way back in the day, and he'd inherited it from his grandmother when she died, and it was an old Biscayne. And I'm like, nope. He said, nope, I'm not selling it. Nope, not going to sell it. Well, I was out farming that night, and I got to the bar a little late. And he was in there, and he was full. And he was at the bar, and he said, "You still want to buy that car? I'll sell it to you right now." And I'm like, dude, I don't hardly have any money with me. I just got done work. Well, how much you got? And it's like $26. And he goes, "I'll take it." I set it on the bar. He put his car keys down, and I drove the car home for $26. Didn't have brakes. He could have told me that, but I made it home. So that was a good one. Now, you mentioned how many different classes. Let's talk a little bit about the classes again. What are there for the classes?
So the youth class, they range between 12 to 15 years old.
Okay.
For those kids. Usually once you get over 15, if you haven't raced, I mean, we've in the past let, 16-year-olds, if they haven't did it before.
Oh, sure.
Youth. But usually after 15, we try to bump you up.
Yep.
To a 4-cylinder, 6s, or whatever.
Okay, so it goes from youth and then to 4-cylinder?
You could jump into any class after youth.
Okay. But after youth, what other classes are there?
So you got your 4-cylinder class. Then you got your 6 and 8-cylinder would run together.
Oh, okay.
And then you got your rear-wheel drive pickups and cars, whatever. And then you outlaws, 4-wheel drives.
How many outlaws are there that run on a regular basis?
I guess it varies on the time of year, I guess. I know in Kicking Up Country, I think we had like 8 or so.
Okay. Now, when it comes to the safety features in the cars, I know that it's a difference if you need a roll cage or not. We talked about the 5-point harnesses and stuff. But you ever get now, and for some reason, and don't take this wrong, when I'm thinking about Kicking Up Country, I'm thinking, okay, they got the 4-wheel drive. We got the outlaw class here. Do you ever get any of these rednecks and going, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take you guys on? Can they just take a pickup and do it, or it's not that easy?
No, I won't. We had a guy come to Grand Forks last year. He had fence posts.
Oh, fence posts.
Yeah, I said no.
What do you mean fence posts?
For a roll cage.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez. I hit those and bend them with my lawnmower.
I was about to say, not only is that on a roll cage, it'll probably impale you. If
Yeah,
you get into,
it wasn't
get
very
into trouble,
good.
So.
Wow. Are there any certain rules that you need to know about? The ins, the ands, the outs, the no's, the yeses, the what is going to get you in trouble, what can get you black flagged, what can get you sent to the back?
So, for my track here, what we're running this weekend, basically, make sure you got at least a 2-inch bar and at least 3 points of contact.
Okay. Yep.
Have something, no glass at all in your cars. We had a few last year where we made takeout, and we had they improvised and put something in front of the driver. You got to have mesh or.
Oh, okay. So you do have to have something in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fluke, but you could get a car what comes up. You know, you
easy.
You still got to protect yourself.
Sure you do.
Usually DOT tires. I don't want to see skid steer tires.
Oh, right.
Anything like
Just
that.
street tires.
Street tires.
Okay. Do they put anything in the tires?
You know, tubes. I've seen a lot of tubes, and you know, I would recommend them.
Yeah, I would too, for sure.
But
So-
yeah,
So you guys don't put tire compound on or anything and get DQ'd because you got an illegal tire compound on your car?
Grinding and siping between races. No.
yeah.
A follow-up on the parts. Have you guys have anything set up to where, like, for people to have, like, if are looking for like a spare part, something, you know, and they're getting their their rides all tuned up, ready to go? Are the drivers pretty good about, like, oh, this guy can get you a spare pedal or a clutch or things like that, or just like a equivalent of a parts trailer?
So I mean, if we got like extra parts, and some of us have extra with us, I mean, we'll definitely help you out.
Everybody helps everybody out.
You know, we're like a family, so we got to remember, you know, we all, when we're done racing, we're still got to be friends and everything. So we help everybody possible.
So is that how it works at the end of the night? Are you guys all still friends? Do you sit around a campfire and all drink beer and toast marshmallows and make s'mores, or not?
We all hang out, talk about the racing, talk about the weekends. It's a lot of fun. You get some hot heads out there on the track.
Sure you do.
One of the biggest things with all the races, it don't matter where we're at, they all tell you no hitting on purpose. Rubbing is racing.
Rubbing is
It
racing.
happens. If you're purposely hitting people, taking them out, typically there's a group of guys that are in the pits that are good, close friends that see that stuff, and words get said and people get thrown out of the pits. They get told not to come back, but everybody else is pretty close knit.
Yeah, and and then you get the occasion where you get a rookie in or somebody new, and there's times you need to educate them a little bit, but you do that in a good way, because you sure in the heck don't want to scare anybody away. I mean, you can pretty much tell if somebody blatantly runs you off the racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say I didn't mean to. It was I saw your wheel turn right into him, dude. I could see it from up in the press box. Don't tell me that. So we've got a lot more to talk about. This is going to be a good time this weekend, folks. If you've never been to the Baja races, last year I had a freaking blast. It's going to be 2 days worth this weekend. They both start at 2:30 Saturday and Sunday at River City Speedway. Pits will open at 12:30. All of these guys will be able to stay there the entire weekend from Saturday night all through Sunday. So it's going to be a good time. We'll be right back on Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Don't go anywhere. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more, too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids. Check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter, too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. They're at 3325 South 38th Street, or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. We are back. Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Talking Baja racing at the Greater Grand Forks Fair this weekend, starting off at 2:30, both Saturday and Sunday. So again, put that on the calendar. No gate to get into the fair this year, so that's something new. It has been that way in a long time. One thing I'd like to give you guys crap about before we start looking at the pictures is I know this is you don't want to spend a lot of money on these cars and everything, but for an announcer's point of view, I'm going to give you crap about it again. Will you ever get a transponder in these cars? Because I don't know what it costs. I have no idea what it costs to put a transponder in a car. Get a couple $100, I'm sure.
The reason why, so I'll throw Greenbush as an example out there. We talked about it over the off season back in my days in Glendon with 4-cylinder race cars. Transponders can run as much as $500-$600.
Oh, they are that much. Okay.
Rather than, and when it's me doing the scoring, and rather than put that cost on the driver, I'll just hand score you.
Yep.
You're kind of in. I'm not saying you guys are an entry level, but like at the,
Sure.
at tracks I'm at, it's typically the entry level class. You don't want to double people's expenses getting into things.
Right.
So
and the reason I ask is because it's so much easier on us as announcers, because it never fails. They don't tell you before a race, oh, by the way, number 29 doesn't have a transponder. It's usually a couple of laps, and it's like, and then you go, transponder not working? Yeah, they don't have a transponder.
I think if memory serves, you guys had a fairly new set of drivers. They had white cars, and one of them was number 12. They were like 11 and 12 or something to that effect. They're very, very similar cars, so I can see how that can be difficult, especially when this is probably a class you only see once a year.
Sure,
I'm assuming. So,
but I mean, look at the ones, even the sprint car race we had this year with 2 of the Buffalo Wild Wings sprint cars out there. I got them mixed up one time. But just the one time, because the other guys wasn't quite working the transponder at that time.
It was tough to edit those when they started their heat race pretty well next to each other. The only difference was I had to really break it down. One of them had the Dirt Vision decal on the wing, and the other didn't. Otherwise, their wing caps had their names on them. But you typically don't pick that out at 90 mile an hour.
Exactly.
So,
and like when we get to like the wingless sprints, I mean, it's really hard because, just on that little tail cone, their numbers isn't much. When you got that big number on a wing, it makes all the difference in the world.
That was a really good night for Jeremy and Kim, and then them to have the transponder line go down on track championship night with the Renegades there, and we had 20 of them. Yeah. And I get word down in the infield is, why don't I run up and hand score those with you guys? Just because it's August, so it's used to everyone's paint scheme. But
you really got to give the scoring people credit, because that's how we used to do it all back in the day. And same with announcing. I look at myself and I go, how the hell did I ever do this back in the day? Well, I wasn't having the 80s flashbacks, I guess maybe was one of the reasons. I don't know.
Well, we should. I don't. First 2 weeks in Greenbush, I was kind of stuck with the old pen and paper, but Eric sat down with them and got the stuff updated. So hopefully on Saturday we'll be back to normal. But yeah, that's a lost art for him these days, the old pen and paper.
Yep. So. Eric Larson says, good morning, Mike, listening from Grafton. And again, Tina, woohoo. Welcome everybody to Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Let's take a look at some pictures, gentlemen. Tell you what, Tony and Kyle, I don't know. These are just pictures, random pictures that have been sent to me. I don't know who sent them to me, but see what you think. Hopefully they're not anything we need to not show.
So that one's
that's a great picture.
That's Johnny Erickson. I was in Greenbush.
Did it go all the way over?
I don't think it did.
No, I think he saved it.
Yeah, I think he saved that one.
That's a big tire there. That's a big infield tire.
Yeah.
We had one happen like that on Sunday in Glendon. A Legend car hit a tire that size, and it got up on end and started rolling. I was the first one to it. I said, well, I'll stop it. Stopped it and started walking it back over. But yeah, the Legend is the same height as one of those laying down, and for it to get it moving like that was a little funny. But
I can't help but see a question like this, and I have to ask Tony and Kyle: have you had a scariest wreck so far? That's something that got you a little white knuckled, maybe something like this at all?
Little pucker factor.
Yeah. Actually, for me, it was last weekend at Kicking Up Country. So
really?
I two-wheeler.
Little bicycle?
Without a tire.
Oh, wow. But you got her down back on all fours?
I did.
Okay, wow.
And I hit the guardrail.
Oh,
Close one. Tony, for you?
I haven't had anything where I don't think I've two-wheeled. The only one I could think of would be Kicking Up Country last year. I come over, had 2 cars in front of me, couldn't see. I was wearing an open face helmet with goggles on, and it was dusty.
Wow.
I come around, and I was like, well, where's the turn? I know it's got to be here somewhere. So I cranked the wheel, and I ended up going over the berm, and I felt the car start to go, and I'm like, this is where I'm rolling. Nope, kept it down.
Singing Neil McCoy on two wheels. There you go. Nick Curtis, morning all. Hey, Stephen and John, Katrina, good morning.
That's probably something we'll get into after these pictures here, as far as it was dusty that day. If there was anything, can you put down water between races, or are you pretty much stuck with what you got?
I thought they did here last year.
We did, yeah.
Okay. Because, I mean, you look at this picture, that's pretty dusty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we try to not have happen.
I mean, it's hard to go against Mother Nature. It really is.
All your races are day races, too, so there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. I mean, this one's Canada's Nest here, so.
Okay. Where was this at?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Looks like campers in the background. Oh, yeah, I can see a fish house back there. All right.
So this one was in February.
Oh, my.
Last year.
Man, I love that grandstand they got there. Yeah. Who was driving that, and was that just for the pace car, or was that actually raced?
No, he raced it.
Shut up.
That was race, and
that should be its own class.
He got first, second, and third.
He wore matching overalls.
He did.
Who was it?
Ryan Thompson.
Ryan Thompson. Has he still got that car running this year?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's running.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It was sitting outside of Evans and Thief River for a while. I don't know what they did with it since.
You know, that'd be one of them ones you could charge money to take people around the track and just put them in the back seat and just say, hey, let's go take a couple laps. Like,
you said matching overalls. I was going to say Wisco.
Yeah, Wisco. Jeez.
So that truck in front of it, do you want to go back quick there? I'm sorry. That's my fault. Something caught my eye right at the end there. So is the truck in front of it in the outlaw class, or is it racing?
That is a rear-wheel drive.
Is that, okay. That truck is racing though?
Yep.
Okay.
But that looks so.
It almost looks like it's the parade lap for the anthem.
Yeah, it looks fairly new. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, that was a way nicer truck than I drove for years.
Yeah.
There's no separation for like year of the make of the vehicle or anything. Just
if you want, you can take a brand new one off the lot.
Jeez. Okay. If you've got the money.
Yeah. So that one's my truck. That's in Thief River last year too.
Okay. Now that's just rear-wheel drive class, or what is this?
This one's an outlaw.
Oh, that is an outlaw. Okay. So the cars and the outlaws are all-wheel drive then?
Yep.
Okay. So cars can run against pickups, vice versa. Okay.
Yep.
That would be youth.
That's youth class, yep.
Where in the hell? That's in the middle of nowhere.
That is in...
Is that Kynes' field?
No, that'd be in, like, Grigla, I think.
Oh, Grigla.
Yeah, I think that's Grigla.
I think that one's Grigla.
Okay. That's where I met my wife, by the way. Oh. Grigla, Minnesota.
I do really like those, like out, like in the middle of the farm field, like the Kaiser. I went there the last couple of years, and it's just that you got to love these tracks that are just like these custom homegrown tracks. What's that like for you guys racing in that type of environment versus like your traditional speedways?
It's a little bit more fun. I mean, don't get us wrong. We like racing with everything else, but
this is as grassroots as it gets. I mean, not the fancy grandstands and
this brings you more down to earth.
Sure it does.
Where it shows you, okay, this is a Busch Baja.
Yeah, a bunch of guys getting together, a bunch of families having a great time going up and driving fast and wrecking stuff.
Yep.
Well, hopefully not the wrecking stuff, but.
And I would assume a lot of the places that you race, you're not going to see the same track every time, because it's going to be built just a little bit different from year to year, or even time to time.
I mean, for the tracks I've raced in the past, you can't think the tracks are going to be the same. I mean, there could be different factors, and if you don't like it, you shouldn't be racing at the track.
Right, and because it's the same for everybody.
Yeah, everybody races under the same thing. Each track is built they're kind of close to being the same, but they're all different.
Now, on a 2-day show like coming to Grand Forks this weekend, can you tweak it a little bit after day one, or will you leave it the same? Because it wouldn't take much to tweak it just a little bit, but it would be a little bit is a lot when you're driving fast in a car.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see how it goes. I might just leave it too. I'll probably just leave it because I mean they're here. I think the Lord, they let us use the whole track and everything. So, I mean, we'll still have our dog leg in the back straightaway, you know, try to slow everybody down because truthfully honest, our cages, they're built well, but they aren't built like a street or a mod or, you know.
Drivers first, safety first.
Yeah.
And that's something that's been a bit of an evolution here. I think this is season 3 for you guys here. And I think the first time you guys, I think the thing I heard the most was we had a blast butt. Yeah. And the butt was, we're carrying a bit too much speed. We want to do this or that. And I think you guys were able to do a little bit more last year. And it sounds like this year you're going to get even a little bit more as far as having dog leg in the back and just a little more to your to what you guys are used to.
Yep. I mean, we're going to try to build the track to where it was like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, everybody, I've only heard one negative comment. Everybody else was thinking.
And the negative comment probably came from somebody that didn't finish in the top 3.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's usually what happens. I'm not throwing stones at anybody. I don't know who sent all these pictures, but there's some good ones. This is a good picture.
Oof. Yeah, I think I sent this one to you, but I pulled this one off her page because I was trying to find more pictures. I don't know exactly where that one's at.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, look at that's a lot of people trying to get into one corner at one time.
Yeah.
I mean, that just looks so fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. I mean,
I had a chance to drive one last year, and I couldn't do it because I couldn't. It was out at Kaiser's, and I think it was Kaiser's, or maybe it was Thief River. That's where it was. It was Thief River for the fair, and I was out of town. I remember, was that you that called me? Somebody called me and told me they'd put me in their car if I went up there.
I'd put you in my car. It's not a problem. Which one do you want to drive?
You got to do like Corey and try and ride in one of them and announce at the same time. But that's ice, so that's a little bit different, but I don't know.
My wife's got her class reunion coming up at Thief River. I'll have to look at the dates on that. Get up there, man. That'd be cool if we could do it at the same time. All right, here we go.
So this one here was, this is Johnny's 2-wheel drive. He made this as a memorial truck for a friend of ours who passed away.
Okay. That's too bad.
So this one will be in Grand Forks. He's going to do, I asked him if he would do the drive around the track for the national anthem.
Sure. Jason Berg says, looking forward to seeing it up close, getting ready for ours in September. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that would be September 12th in Glendon.
It's a little selfish here. I had to we mentioned the name Bill Casaga earlier. I was just like, I got a picture of the...
Wow, I forgot about that.
I got a picture of the PBR Wolfweld laying around here. So.
I forgot all about that.
So I figured if Bill's watching, you get a kick out of that.
What year is that about?
This is 96.
That is a lot of... Speaking of that, Jason Berg, look at all that PBR back there, buddy. Joshua Johnson, are guys always looking for vehicles? I have a Chevy Corsica and a GMC Envoy I might put up for sale if anyone is interested.
Yeah, you can put it up on the page, and a lot of people will probably jump on it.
What is your page?
It'd be, what is it?
Northern Minnesota.
Yeah, northern Minnesota. Yeah.
I do have a link for it in the description of this show right now, but I'll also throw a link in the live chat also, so people can just click and go right there.
I mean, usually if you just join the group, you can see everything, and it'll keep you updated and everything. So,
Jason Berg says to Joshua, "You're not going to save one for September? Come on, yeah, like Joshua needs more race cars. Like Harwood needs more race cars.
That jig got a little empty for a day or two. So.
Holy, do they still sell that stuff? PBR. It's funny because the bar his family owns, I'd never been there before, and I met him there, and I was with my son, and I'm like, you got Busch Light? And they're like, no. I'm like, what do you mean, no? PBR pounders, $3 all day, every day. And I'm like, sold. I'm coming back. So yeah.
So you had a pork chop instead.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yep. Is that all the pictures?
Yep, that's all.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the pictures. Looking at your schedule for the year, do you try to hit, both of you, as every race you can? Because I know there are some times, did I see, was there maybe once or twice where they ran, you got Little Fork and Fertile at the same time and things like that. But do you try to hit every race?
I hit as many as I can. There's a couple that conflict with kids' activities,
family
and stuff like that. So,
Yep. And how about you, Kyle? Do you try to hit as many as you can?
I do as many as I possibly can.
Okay.
I mean, between me owning my own business and and everything, so I'll hit as many as I possibly can.
Sure. And I was wrong. PBRs are $2 and hams are $3. Travis, what do you mean no? Replying to Josh, I'll be at the sites that weekend. Have an old, out-of-date modified we could throw together for that Enduro, though. Oh, it might be kind of fun. That is the weekend of the sites. That is a bummer. Yeah. So how many races do you want for a perfect season?
For me, I mean, if I can hit like 6 or 7, I'm doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm. What about when you're scheduling? Maybe not necessarily you're running them all, but to have a good season, do people come up to you and say, man, we need more races, or, hey, cut off a little bit out of the schedule? This is, a lot of people around here, but see, people that race cars are wired way different than most people around here. A lot of people here are lake people, and summers are too short, and I want to focus on going to the lake every weekend. Race car drivers are wired a lot different. Do you have people that say the schedule's too long or too short?
Truthfully honest, I'd rather have it a little longer.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't have to go to all of them.
No. I mean, it just gives us more for everybody to, if you didn't make it to one, you can go hit another one.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you this, Tony. When the race day is done, we all know, I mean, Stephen Lewis and I and Dale, we've all been around the racing world long enough to know the maintenance that needs to be done, things that need to be done every night after the racing's done. What is it like with a Baja car? Are there things you have to work on all the time, or sometimes it's like, check the oil, throw some gas in it, we should be good to go tomorrow?
It all depends on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you'll find out right away if you break something.
Oh, yeah.
I've broken everything from an A-arm to rack and pinion on my car.
Really? And rack and pinion, that's not something you're just going to have laying around extra, is it?
No, I have not. I actually rigged something up with an adhesive last year, and it held up for an Enduro and 4 Baja races last year, and it finally just broke in Carlstead, so I got to fix that this week. But
it's a damn good adhesive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Talk about
so I gotta
gorilla
get
tape.
that going. Other than that, your generals, check your oil, fill your gas, clean your filters. And a lot of guys run open air cleaners on them.
Sure.
Replace them, clean them, whatever you decide to do. Tires, spare tires, typical racing thing. Other than that, you get guys that come out there, and I like to call them one-car race guys. Mm-hmm. They buy a car, they race it, they blow it up, they buy a car for the next race.
Yep.
And then you get guys that are out there, they race, and they don't break nothing. They throw it on the trailer, leave it on the trailer for the next race.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was, I guess, me. And I threw it on the trailer, and I'm like, she's good to go.
He looks up guilty.
That'd be me. Now, Kyle, when you guys are traveling racing, do you always have like a torch and a welder and all that stuff with you, or somebody usually does if it absolutely needs something fixed like that? Because a lot of people might think, it's got to be welded. We're done. No, that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it's just a quick little grind job and welding, and you're back out on the road again.
I mean, usually, like, I don't know. I've never seen anybody with a welder.
Ryan Thompson
Did
drove
Ryan have
his
one?
service truck to a couple of the Bajas last year.
I know at Kiefer's he had his stuff there.
Yeah. Other than that, it's all really based on the person. I mean,
Yeah.
you get guys that bring everything under the sun and they don't ever use it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the group of racers, they're all pretty close. So I mean, if somebody's got it,
They're going to help you.
Somebody's going to be able to use it.
Yeah. Now, I know it's very common for you guys to not just have one car. How many do you have?
1.
Okay. And how about you?
3.
Okay. 3 different classes, or 3 in the same class? Or
3 different classes.
And do you race all 3 classes?
No, you're pretty much running
Okay.
with your head cut off. If you
Now,
race that.
you talk about kids, and I'm going to ask you both this. Are your kids old enough to be in the car yet racing?
Not yet. for
Okay.
mine.
Okay. And will they when they are?
Well, I hope so, because he's
He's into it.
more than me usually.
Oh, good.
so-
How old is he?
He is 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how old, is there a limit? I think we talked about that earlier, but
Yeah, 12.
okay, 12. Yeah, because we see guys out here running with soda at 12 years old,
No,
don't
yeah,
we?
I mean Blaine was 12 last year. So.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yep.
Okay, and how many cars do you have?
One.
Just the one. And your kids, what's the oldest?
15.
Any interest? Boy, girl?
Girl.
Okay.
Stepdaughter. She, I think she'll get into it eventually.
Yeah.
We tried to get her into a car for a youth race last year, and she wasn't having it.
That can be kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
Do they help you at home when you're working on the car? Is it a family deal, or is it dad stuck out in the garage?
If it's anything to do with painting, yeah, they help.
Oh, painting, of course. Everybody wants to paint.
When it's painted, definitely.
Yep.
And how about you? Do the family help you?
Well, my oldest does. He comes out and he tries to help as much as he possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's stuff I won't let him.
Well, sure. Right. And it's good to let them learn.
Yep.
Too, we see a lot of kids that are pretty much catered to, and it's like, okay, we got to swap oil on this thing, and and they're like, what? You need to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Now, are they racing? Do you race for trophies? Do you race for money? Do you race for pride? What do you race for?
So everybody will, for both days, we will get trophies, money too. So
Okay.
is how we have it set up at this weekend.
Okay. What are you looking forward to most coming up here to Grand Forks to the bull ring?
I'm glad they let us come back. I'm happy the fair's letting us do it again and everything. So I'm looking forward to being here, seeing everybody come to the track, and then afterwards we all can go to the fair if we want.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I know there was a little bit of talk under the table last year about like, what's this gonna do to the track? This is gonna mess everything up. We're gonna have all kinds of work. We're gonna have to do it, but it didn't.
No.
I mean, you guys,
It
wasn't much at all. You got to move some concrete barriers, but you didn't tear up the track. We were all systems go the following week.
Yeah, I mean, the first year we did it, they were really worried. So they didn't, they just said, okay, this is what we'll see what it's like, and then we'll go from there. And then they're like, oh, okay, the next year they're like, okay, you can have the whole track.
Right.
I will say, it was the first time through, and I didn't know anything about you guys, so I had the same thought too.
Yeah, a lot of us did.
Because in the past, with other things we've had, you're just like,
don't be hurting my baby.
Flat tire, flat tire. But you guys, I mean, we learned right away that's not. You guys are a totally different deal. So
for us, that's why we push. It's in the Grand Forks rules, no glass.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't feel like me going, oh, you blew a big sprint tire, I'd be like, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, at 100 miles an hour coming out of turn 4.
Wreck their cars. Yeah, that'd be
it wasn't even, I think we had one year that I want to say they did the demo on the front, and they scraped down on the front, and then this was many years ago, so I don't hardly think anyone was involved anymore with it, but when we scraped it down, you could see coming out of 4 and going into 1 where they had scraped out. It was like, Yep. And it was like, well, we can't have that kind of thing either. It's not so much the debris, it's like that kind of thing. But, the last 2 years, you couldn't hardly ever tell that it was like someone was here last weekend. So that's, I think, the best thing about you guys is I think it filled a void for everyone. It's neat for you guys to be here, and they were looking for something different. And
well, I know that you guys have picked up some people since coming around here. I mean, the Obregon kid, I know, is he still running, I think, or not? I'm not sure. But Parker, he was looking pretty good there. We saw him run. But when you're... The rules for you guys, I know how the pit rules are at River City Speedway, especially when it comes to adult beverages. Do you wait till the races are done? Can you have one? Or is it that's a strict rule? When that last car comes and shuts their key off, then we're ready to go.
So we had some issues last weekend, they were known not to do it. If I catch you in the pits, it doesn't matter if it's your pit crew or anybody. You're done. I'm pulling it. You're out.
And they all know that. Okay.
And so, I mean, if you don't want to be kicked out and, lose your entry fee, all that stuff, make sure you're not drinking. Because if I catch you drinking, you're done.
You can wait a couple hours.
Yeah.
Right?
You won't even get the race the next day. I'll tell you to pack your
stuff.
Oh,
wow.
And go.
Okay. Brian Kuntz, hello from Houston. Brian, we're praying for you, dude. I hope everything's going well down there. I know he's down there for some treatments. So hopefully everything is going good.
Yeah, just a random question. I noticed sometimes keeping up with some of the. I always want to try and make it out to the ice racing these past couple of winters, and usually the days I can, it's a little too warm. But I noticed some, just from the results, some overlap with Baja drivers and ice racing drivers. Have either of you done any ice racing these past seasons?
I've never raced it, but I've rode. So
Oh yeah,
Because they allow like driving.
yeah. You can have somebody ride with you.
The best part is when you're like ice racing. I mean, they let us as long as the driver ain't drinking. You know, the
Right?
passengers
Yeah, yeah.
can be drinking.
I
so.
mean, you can have a goddamn beer in your hand in the
Yeah.
back seat.
Yeah, as long as you got helmets on and your seatbelts all work. I mean,
Right, right.
Well, we all know Corey was crazy enough to ride with McKenna last year. So
Yeah. Well, at least there we knew there was a sober guy with a sober driver. Thank you, guys. Brian, have you ever done any ice racing?
I have not.
Have you been to it?
No. I
Okay,
haven't.
it's a lot of fun. These guys, I mean, with their tires and their setups, they're just like a dirt car. Their front left tires off the ground a lot, off the ice, I should say.
That was crazy to
Yeah.
watch from, and especially from I think McKenna also had shoot, his name's escaping me, but our guy that does the video in the back there, you could see how much that they are pulling that left front in every corner.
Yep.
And, so. Brant, thank you.
Brant
Thank you.
Page.
Oh, okay.
That was it was fun to see it from that perspective, and I'll have to get out to that one of these.
Corey
days,
says,
but-
brought my own helmet and everything. I still have helmets laying around somewhere. I just have to look for them. Getting ready to wrap up. Kyle, what did we miss out on? Anything that we didn't bring up that needs to be talked about?
So, I mean, the pit wise, I know we will have the pits open earlier. So,
okay, or earlier than 12:30.
Yeah,
Okay, I
mean,
kind of thought so.
yeah, the
I mean, they
pits
got to
will be
put
open.
something down.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be open a little earlier. I know if you stay at the track at night, don't go out on the track. If I find you do,
Oh, yeah, that's big trouble.
You're done.
Yep, that's big trouble.
At the drivers' meeting, we're going to just strictly. I'm going to give everybody a black flight warning right away.
Okay.
Because we got 2-day show. We got everybody who's going to probably run 2 days. So we want to make sure their cars aren't going to get wrecked.
Sure.
So-
You don't want them all junk day one.
No.
Are you running this weekend?
No, I ain't running this weekend. It'd be too much. I'll be flagging.
Is there just days, some of these shows that you're just like, no, this is, I need to do this and keep them separated?
So, I mean, for usually the guys would put on the tracks don't run.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just kind of like a conflict
Sure it
of
is.
interest. So, I mean, I tried my first year, and I just figured out, no, it ain't gonna work.
It sounds a lot like what Miles does for the non-wing.
Right.
nationals
We
thing. Gets to be a lot.
created a fishing tournament. In fact, the Shields Boundary Battle is coming up next Friday and Saturday, and I helped another guy create it, and he decided to keep running the tournament, and I wanted to fish it, so I stepped back so I could still fish. But you, anything I left, anything you want to add?
Nope, I think we covered it.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Where do you stay in? You got a camper? You got a tent?
We bring our tent with.
Okay. And how about you?
Well, I was gonna bring the fish house, but we decided to go to a hotel. So.
Oh, okay. The pits are kind of fun at night.
Yeah.
They can be.
And you got to remember, it's just down the street from the Broken Drum. And
Right.
those fun
the best
places. There you go, in the beer gardens.
I know if you guys are worried about leaving your cars there, there's security.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah,
So
you won't have to worry about
You
nothing
don't got to
there.
worry about nothing. Usually,
especially this weekend with all the goings on.
yeah,
Right.
Between the cops and security, what are running around.
And we'll just say it, the carnies. Okay, I said it. No, you got nothing to worry about. That is for sure. And everything's fenced off. You know, you got to go through the gate. It's pretty tough to get in there, and I'm sure they'll have everything locked up. But I'm looking forward to this. I was so glad when I got the call. I think did you call me first? Maybe somebody did.
I called you first.
Okay, and
I
then-
didn't know if they reached out to you, so I wanted to double check.
Well, that's good because I'll get more money out of what the deal is what they talked to me about than what I gave you. So
Dang it.
No, I like it. Well, it's coming from the fair board, so that's all right. It's going to be an awesome time this weekend, folks. We got Baja racing at the Greater Grand Forks Fair, both Saturday and Sunday. Now, the racing starts at 2:30. I'm guessing it doesn't cost anything to get into it because it's gates free, or are they charging to watch the races? I have no idea.
I think they're going to, I mean, you get into the fair, I think, free.
Yep, you get into the fair free.
But I think they might, for adults, I think it's like $10.
Okay,
So,
that's not bad at all.
No, I mean, for the payouts and everything, we got to kind of.
Well, yeah, you got to get sure you do.
So.
And I'm telling you right now, folks, if you're into cars and you're thinking about dabbling in racing, but it costs too much money, this is something if you go to this is something you will think about wanting to do. It doesn't cost a ton of money. You don't need a $1 billion freaking hauler to do this stuff. You can put it on an open trailer and go. And most of these races aren't that far away, and they're all in nice, fun towns. I mean, when we look at the schedule, Baudette, Greenbush, Fertile, Little Fork. What else? We got Badger, Roseau, Warren, Thief River Falls, St. Hilaire, Bagley, Glendon, and then, of course, the Kynes Family Farm, Baja Invitational. They're all fun little towns, too, and a lot of good times there. I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I mean, you guys drive an hour to get here, a little longer, and we kick you out after an hour, but I'm looking forward to it, folks. They'll be at the Greater Grand Forks Fair. Kyle Rehm, Tony Kaiser will be watching for him. The number 15 Kyle drives. Tony's driving that 13K. And if you're not sure, well, no, you won't be driving. But just look for the guy with the red beard and the bald head. He'll be in the flag stand, and we'll be talking quite a bit the next couple of days. So I'm really looking forward to it, you guys. There we go. That's going to be a wrap for Dirty Thursday. Brought to you by River City Speedway and brought to you by Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. Right there. In fact, I just watched Robin and her mom walk over there for lunch. Check it out. If you don't know anything about Rumors Sports Bar and Casino, you watch all your favorite sporting events. They got like 900 TVs in there. Well, maybe not 900, but a lot. They take buses to all the big concerts, all the UND sports. Go do a little gambling. You can even bet on horses and dogs over there. Great lunch and dinner specials. They got room for parties. They've got the world-famous beer tower. DJ Trivia Night on Monday nights. Initials game every second Tuesday night. They're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. There we go. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. Hey, don't forget, next week, World of Outlaw late models invade the world-famous legendary bull ring, River City Speedway, and we're going to have World of Outlaw late model announcer Ruben Morales joining us, along with some other people. Have a great day. All right, we'll catch you at the track. Remember, 2 days of Baja racing at the fair, Saturday and Sunday. And remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You never miss a show. We love the Forks. We're Grand Forks' best source. We're giving the Forks their identity back.